Over the past few days, I've kind of been asking myself a lot of the same questions over and over again in my head, and I've only just realised that they're all kind of interlinked. Why is it so hard for Martin Scorsese to fund his next project? Why did Netflix not fund David Lynch's project? But I guess the most bizarre question of them all is, why did a $320 million movie just premiere on Netflix? That's right, today I'm talking about The Electric State, the new Russo brothers film, the 13th most expensive film made in the history of cinema, and for whatever reason it has just premiered on Netflix, no theatre release, nothing like that. Now the film is apparently loosely based on a 2018 novel by Simon Stalenhag. I have not read this book, but I can tell you I have seen most of the Russo brothers films. Of course they did Avengers Infinity War and Endgame, and Winter Soldier and Civil War, Marvel movies, arguably some of the best Marvel movies in a genre that's so overdone and boring at this point. They at one point were kind of the GOATs in that regard. They made what some regard as the magnum opus of Marvel's movie catalogue. But ever since they finished with Endgame, they've kind of been pumping out some of their own movies and proven to the point that they might just be a one-trick pony that can't actually make anything of any real substance or quality. They did Cherry a few years ago, a straight-to-Apple TV film, which was okay, nothing amazing. They then followed that up with The Grey Man. Has anyone seen The Grey Man? Because I haven't. I'm sure I can probably pinpoint just how boring and formulaic it is, so I didn't bother watching it. And of course that leads them to The Electric State. Now again, I know that at this point they've announced that they're coming back to make the two new Avengers films. Kind of made my stance on that clear, that it's a desperate move from Marvel to try and bring people back in. Hey look, we have these guys, everyone, you guys love and respect these guys. I don't know, man. I don't know many people are going to be standing on that opinion after watching their newest entry in their catalogue of Slop, but you know, you do you. I realise in the fact that I am talking about this film, I should probably list some things about it, what it's actually about. The movie follows a girl that's trying to track her brothers. There was this big war with all these robots, and it's CGI slop, not even like fun CGI slop. If you've seen Ready Player One, or any of the Guardians films really, put all of the bad things from those movies into this one film. All of the designs for the robots reminded me a lot of Steven Spielberg's Artificial Intelligence, if all of the robots had no creativity or charm left within them. At one point I saw there was like a 7-Up robot that was just kicking about. I was like, cool, nice, at least, you know, you can interlink your product placement with the characters. When thinking about how unremarkable the story actually is, I have to mention the cast. The issue is that every member of this film is just about already being typecast into a role, and they fit perfectly in the mold that this movie's trying to do. Giancarlo Esposito is the villain. He's bad, he's mean, he doesn't take shit from nobody, and he has a very strong, dark presence. Thanks Gustavo Fring, you gave us so much, but at what cost? Millie Bobby Brown is the snarky teenager that doesn't take no crap from anyone. I mean, you could just scroll through Netflix and you'd find the 2 or 3 other versions of this character played exactly by her. Anthony Mackie is the quick-witted sidekick, who, truth be told, I actually did kind of enjoy in this. I think he's pretty cool in this. He plays a little robot, he gets big, it's nice. And finally, Chris Pratt is Star-Lord. Yup. He's just Star-Lord from the first Guardians movie again. They also had this really annoying piano robot. I don't think anyone played him, but when they killed him, oh, spoilers I guess, but who cares. When they killed that piano robot, I just about jumped with joy. I guess the real question walking away from this is, where did that $320 million go? And an even bigger question is, why did this go straight to streaming? Although I have mentioned that the film is incredibly unremarkable, the worst thing that a film could possibly be is boring, and this ticks all the boxes. It's not even that bad. Well, it's not good, but it just kind of leaves the audience with no impression. I watched it less than 24 hours ago and I don't even really know what to say about it. It leaves no impression, it leaves nothing. None of the characters are memorable, none of the scenes are memorable. And of course, as Russo brothers fashion would fit in, it ends with a massive CGI battle where all of the main characters are controlling these robots on a battlefield. Why would I care about anyone getting killed? None of these people have any actual characters. And again, I'm just watching like visual effects slashing at each other with no real substance towards any of it. Oh no, they killed this robot thing. Okay, I realize now that comes across incredibly prejudiced regarding what the movie's actually about. Who cares? It also has such an overdone and boring message to give to the audience. The exact same as Ready Player One. Oh, maybe if we spent less time on our mobile devices and our online activities, we would live happier and have more time for the people in our lives. That's great. I'm so glad that I didn't have to leave my house to get that message. I watched it from my TV. I didn't even get the pleasure of going outside to a cinema, which is the craziest thing. I still can't get over it. I would would have probably saw this in cinema, and it feels like the type of a film that should be seen in the cinema. Definitely wouldn't have made the actual film any better, but to experience this big kind of blockbuster there, instead of on a TV or a laptop, some people watch this fucking stuff on their phone, would it not make more sense to have a theatre reaction with an audience? Hey there, Future Kami here. I realized I didn't mention this when I was recording this video originally, but basically, I completely forgot that all of the Russo brothers films had originally just gone straight to streaming, like between Apple TV and now they're kind of Netflix's best friend. And before they did that, they made this statement, the little one, the annoying little one that makes all these dumb statements, said some bullshit like, oh, the theater experience is dying and that's why like streaming is the future. And then like a couple days ago, keep in mind actually, that was when he released the second highest grossing movie of all fucking time. And then after this movie came out, he came out to say the exact same thing about streaming. What is his fucking... I want to hear what the tall Russo brothers got to say, because the little one is just a little fucker who just seems to hate cinema. I think his goal is to end cinema, and the tall one might just be stupid and is just like, yeah, let's make some movies. The little one has some ulterior motives that he's not sharing with the rest of us, and I don't fucking stand for it. It's like being a dead horse, but Netflix is the problem for all of this. Streaming just sucks in general. It's not fun, and it takes away a lot of the experience of actually watching a movie and experiencing it. And once again, I've said it many times, but the Russo brothers are hacks. I love that there's $320 million put into this, and then you talk about how you used AI that a 10-year-old could use. Really shows the skill and passion that actually went into this. The big thing to take away of this is, don't even bother wasting your time with the electric state. It's not worth it. It's not worth the hassle or the time. Just a waste. Just watch anything else. It has made me rethink a lot of stuff though. When growing up, we had straight to DVD movies. At least straight to DVD movies didn't cost $320 million.